What's up, everybody? Today's video is going to be a little longer than my previous video, so you can sit back, relax, grab a drink, grab a coffee, or pour out a drink, however you want to get down. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this video, okay? Today, I'm going to talk about, part 3 of fragrances that attracts the ladies, okay? And I'm going to start this fragrance out with Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo. Ooh, now this one. Now, me personally, like this one has a sweet smell to it, definitely. I think sweet smells, I think that attracts ladies. I think that attracts a lot of ladies. This one has a sweet honey smell to it, okay? And I could say this one lasts on my skin, I'm going to say a good somewhere between 6 to 8 hours. 6 to 7 hours, I'm going to say. I need between 6 and 7 hours, I could say this one lasts on my skin. This is a nice, I could say you could wear this in the spring. You could wear it all year round, in my opinion. I would say be careful in the summer. Don't spray it up too much and see how that works on your skin chemistry. I've worn it in the spring, and I've heard women say that they like this smell, this tuxedo, YSL tuxedo. I think it's a sexy smell, and I think if you're trying to get with that special lady, I think this right here, and of course, along with what you say and how you talk, how your conversation is, this will work for you, okay? If your conversation is good with her and she's enjoying your company, and if she likes fragrances, I believe that she would enjoy this one. This is a nice, sweet smell to it. Okay, has some nice, sweet honey smell. And this YSL Tuxedo is my first fragrance for today that I think will attract the ladies, okay? I got some good ones. All right, so, man, I think the first two fragrances I have today are some bangers, okay? This next one is a banger, okay? It is Kilian Angel Share. Now, if you're into fragrances, you already know about Kilian Angel Share. If you're new to this fragrance community, I say get your nose on Kilian Angel Share, okay? Man, this one, to me, it has that sweet, boozy smell. Some say it smells like apple pie. I could say when I've worn this fragrance, man, I know what one female said to me, ooh, I like the way that smells. She said, if I had a boyfriend, I would buy him this fragrance. You know what I'm saying? Like having a nice fragrance can also be a conversation starter without you even having to start the conversation. You know what I mean? That was a hint. Like, look, I like the way you smell. I'm single and I don't have a man. That was a hint that some of these females would give to you the same way that she gave to me. Like, she let it be known to me that she was single, okay? And then I also received other compliments from females for wearing this fragrance. This is Kilian Angel Share. I'm telling you, that's a good one to have. This one is mostly worn in the colder months, though. Okay, you want to wear this in the fall. I normally wait until late fall when it starts to get when it starts to feel more colder, like wintry, like cold. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to. But you know what? You could try this fragrance any time of the year, but it's mostly worn in the cold. Okay. You could try it in the warmer months, but I would say definitely tone down on the sprays. I might even try it in this, and you know, it's warming up now, but if I do try it, I'm only going to spray like one or two sprays just to see how it works. You know, in the warmer, what now, like while it's springtime, I'm not sure if I'm gonna try it in the summer. I might do one spray, so it won't be too bad if it, if the smell doesn't work too good for the summertime. But this is mostly worn in the colder months, okay? And this is Kilian Angel Share. I'm telling you, fellas, this is a nice, this is definitely a nice fragrance to have, okay, in your collection, definitely. All right. My next fragrance, now I have the old school bottle of this. It's going to be Creed Imperial, okay? This is the old school bottle, not the new one with the gold plated. Salty watermelon, fresh smell, okay? This one, I'm telling you, this one projects, okay? This one lasts, I'm going to give it about 5-6 hours on my skin. It lasted, and I have received compliments from females. A lady, a female I was working with one day, she was like, yeah, that one smells really nice. Like, that smells good. What's that? I told her it was Creed Imperial, okay? Creed Imperial, salty, watermelon, fresh, man, sweet. It has a sweet smell to it, okay? If you haven't smelled it, now, to my nose, right, I smelled the one in the store, like the new bottle with the gold plated. To be honest with you, to me, this smells different than the one, and I haven't heard anything about them changing the formula of this fragrance, but I'm not sure if they did. Maybe they have, but this one smells different than the one in the gold bottle, like, that's out now, in my opinion. But this definitely smells good. Salty watermelon. This is an old school bottle. So when you go to the store and you try it out, it's going to be in a gold plated bottle. To those who are new to the fragrance community or who are just now getting into fragrances that don't know a lot yet about the fragrances, when you go ask for Creed Imperial and you see the gold plated bottle, don't think it is the same thing. Okay, so just so you know, it's the same thing. It's still Creed Imperial. You might go there looking for this bottle. You won't see this one. All right. All right. So Creed Imperial. All right. So my next one is going to be Louis Vuitton Imagination. Okay. Imagine that. Louis Vuitton Imagination. Now, I just got the sample. I just have samples of Louis Vuitton. I don't own any Louis Vuittons, but they have a lot of good ones. I still want to smell. I haven't smelled California Dream. They have some newer ones out. I smell Pacific Chill. I have a sample of that as well. I haven't smelled California Dream. And then they have one I think is exclusive online or exclusive to certain Louis Vuitton stores, which is called Louis Vuitton Lovers. I think that came out in 2024, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Last year, I don't know if it came out towards the end of the year or the middle. I'm not sure when exactly. I mean, it could have came out in 2025, but I think it came out in 2024. Okay. And I haven't smelled another Hype Beast one by Louis Vuitton called Ombre Nomad. Like, I think I might have smelled it when I was in the Louis Vuitton store one time, but I can't remember what it smelled like. So I need to go get my nose on that one again and maybe hopefully get a sample as it gets colder. That's normally for the colder months. But Imagination, okay, Louis Vuitton Imagination, I personally feel like you can wear this any time of the year, but I believe that you would get a better performance or a better experience in the warmer months with Imagination, okay? And I'm going to tell you, this female I was working with, I had this on last week or the week before. I sprayed this on my skin, and the female I was working with, she told me, man, she was like, when she said, I meant to tell you when I first smelled you in the office, we were in the office together, that you smell really nice. You smell good. And she was like, that fragrance, that cologne you have on smells good, right? She told me that. Then she walked away. 5 minutes later, before she was about to leave, she was like, man, what is that fragrance that you're wearing? Like, she wanted to know what it was. I told her exactly what it was. Louis Vuitton Imagination. You're not going to be able to find it in stores like Macy's. You have to go to the Louis Vuitton store, because she sounded like she really wanted to possibly go either buy this fragrance or get it for her man or something like that. And I told her Louis Vuitton have a lot of good fragrances, which they do. Okay. And she just, and she was like, okay. I was like, but you have to go to the Louis Vuitton store. And I was like, smell some of that. I said, it has some for women too. So I wasn't sure if she was trying to buy one for herself or for her man or what have you. But this, I can say, is not for those who don't know. I mean, Imagination been out for a little while now, but I'm speaking to the people who do not know anything about this. This does not have a feminine smell, if that's what you're worried about. And again, like I said in my previous videos, I'm definitely a strong believer in going to the actual stores and smelling it for yourself. Get a sample if you can, okay? I would recommend, if you want to pick up some samples, go to Nordstrom. They're good. They give you like little empty sample bottles. You can spray whatever you want in those to get a sample and get a feel for how it works with your skin chemistry. And that's definitely what I would recommend to everyone. I never recommend the blind buy. Never. Even though I have blind bought stuff, but I blind bought like clones of fragrances, and I just went off of faith based off of looking at other fragrance reviewers online when they talked about certain clones, like Afnan Tarati Blue. Like, that was one of the most recommended fragrances to get a clone of Bulgari Tiger, okay? And I already know what Bulgari Tiger smells like. So I was kind of confident in, and it doesn't cost that much. But other than that, if you're talking about a fragrance that costs over $300, or even if it costs $100 or something that you can get your nose on in the store, definitely will recommend that you go to that store and smell it before you buy it, regardless of how good it sounds like it smells, okay? Get your nose on it, spray it on your skin, and see how it works with your skin chemistry. All right, now I'm going to go with the next fragrance I have, which is Creed Aventus Absolute Triple Age Batch. I like the original one so much when I smelled that one, but I didn't get a chance to get that one, so I got the Triple Age Batch. Now I'm hearing that they're bringing the original Creed Absolute back. It was both of these were limited editions, but I'm hearing they bring in the original back. But the next question is going to be, does it smell like the original that when it first came out? We'll find out when it comes out. But Triple Age Batch Original, they had similar smells, okay? So that's why I didn't hesitate to buy the Triple Age Batch, because I figured I wouldn't even get a chance to buy the original unless I went online and bought it from maybe an online discounter or something like that. But yeah, Triple A, this is a nice, smoky, female, a female told me. Now, so like I said, my fragrances are based off of real compliments that I've received. But now a female didn't necessarily compliment me wearing this fragrance as I was wearing it, but they've told me about this fragrance, and they told me that they like the dry down of it. It was like, spray it on your hand. And it was like, and then when you wash your hands, smell it. Like, it'll still be there. Like, they a female told me like that she liked both this one and the original, and the dry down, she said, of this that she liked a lot. So, all right. So, and this has a nice smoky, like, this is smoky, has some fruitiness smell to it. And I could say this one, I say you could wear this all year round, but just be careful with your sprays in the summertime when it's hot outside. I've worn it in the spring. At first, I thought this was only for like the colder months, the fall and in the winter. But I'm like, nah, you can rock this like the regular Aventus, in my opinion. This don't spray yourself too many times in the summertime. You be set. Definitely evening wear. If you're going to a nice event or you're going out to dinner with your lady or something like that, this Creed Aventus Absolute would definitely work big time. Definitely a night night smell for when you're going to a night event or you're going to like a professional setting or something of that nature. You want to throw this one on. Creed Aventus Absolute. You know, this is definitely a fragrance I would wear like if I was to go to CBC, Congressional Black Caucus, to an event like that. Okay, like they have so many different parties going on in DC around that time. I would rock this one right here, definitely. Creed Aventus Absolute. You know, everybody doesn't have it. You're gonna smell different. You know, people gonna be like, "Damn, what is that you got?" Creed. I got Creed, but do you have Creed Aventus Absolute? Triple age batch. This is okay. All right, and when the original one comes back out, I'm not sure when the release date of that is going to be. I'm definitely going to go to the store, smell it. It's not going to be limited anymore. It's not going to be a limited edition anymore when it comes back. That's what I'm hearing through the grapevine. So when that one comes back, I'm going to get my nose on that, see how I like it. And if I like it enough, and if it's not redundant to own this and that, I'm gonna try to get that one too. Try to, you know, these fragrances expensive. Y'all know which one in the summertime I really want to get. Suspiro Vibrato. You know, I'm hoping Suspiro will hear this video and be like, you know what, send him a free bottle or something. But anyway, let's get back to the video. The next fragrance I want to talk about right here, Boss Bottle Absolute. Okay? I'm telling you, but this is to be worn though in the colder months, the fall and the winter time. And I'm telling you, I just got this fragrance, and the few times I've worn it, I received compliments from the ladies. You know, it almost became my signature scent, but I didn't want to wear this every day. I was loving it so much. You know, I was spraying this. I was like, no, I don't want to wear this one every day. I want to save this one for special occasions, okay? Y'all already know. If you watch my previous videos, you already know I had this on New Year's Eve. I caught myself before New Year's Eve because I bought it last year, 2024. Came out 2024. I was spraying it on almost every day. I had to stop myself. I didn't want to get tired of this fragrance, okay? This one definitely, it has a, hey, what I want to say, it has a it has a dang, what does it smell like? Does it smell like apple pie? It has a warm smell to it. You could tell that you can wear this in the colder months, okay? Fellas, I definitely recommend that you go to the store and check this one out. And check another one out too that I haven't got my nose on, but I'm hearing about Boss Bottle released a limited edition fragrance that's good for the warmer months. And I've been meaning to go to my local Macy's to check that one out. I think it's called Citrusy. I can't remember. Don't get me the line. I don't remember the name of it. But you can search it online. You can search it on YouTube. You have other YouTube creators talking about it, okay? And go to the Macy's, your local Macy's, I believe it's at, and check it out, okay? This one has a chocolatey smell, okay? A boozy, nice, chocolatey, sweet smell, and I received massive compliments from the ladies regarding this. I mean, even like women that didn't even know me like that. They didn't even know me at all, and it was like, you smell really nice. You know what I mean? Boss Bottle Absolute. I'm telling you, fellas, if you want compliments from the ladies, you want to get this one. You know, when I first bought this, I was like questioning, do I even need niche? And this is before I've heard other fragrance reviewers say that. And then I said, let me go on YouTube and see what some of these YouTubers are saying about Boss Bottle Absolute. And they said the same thing. Like, you don't even, I'm not telling you don't buy niche, but this one is high quality. This Boss Bottle Absolute is a high quality fragrance, and it's definitely something that you want to get your nose on. I smell Boss Bottle Elixir. This one beat that out to my nose, but you know, you might like Elixir better, but I seriously doubt it. You know, buy this one. Thank me later, fellas. All right, my next fragrance I want to get into right here, okay, is Creed Green Irish Tweed, okay? Now, while wearing this fragrance, okay, like I said, a female have not complimented me on it while I was wearing it, but I've heard females talk about how they like the smell, okay? A female told me that she likes the dry down of Creed Green Irish Tweed. She was like, that dry down is good, okay? Another female told me she likes the way Cool Water smell. So Cool Water and Creed Green Irish Tweed, they have similar smells, okay? They smell similar. So to me, that tells me if she smelled Creed Green Irish Tweed, she would like the way this smell as well, okay? But she didn't say Green Irish Tweed. I don't think she smelled Creed Green Irish Tweed. But if she likes Cool Water Original, then she's bound to like this one, Creed Green Irish Tweed. Female told me that the dry down of this smells really nice. You know, it has that cut grassy smell. You know, it smells like spring. Smells like spring when people first start cutting their lawn, cutting their grass. You know what I mean? And that's what this one smells like. Cut grass is a manly smell. Okay, you want to smell like a man? I'm sure all you fellas out there do. You want to get your nose on Creed Green Irish Tweed. This is definitely a nice one to have in your collection, even though it came out back in 1985, it is still relevant today. Okay, this is going to be one of those fragrances that I think it's gonna stay relevant. It's gonna stay relevant. I mean, it's been out since 85. People still talking about it today. Okay, Cool Water is old school. The female that told me about Cool Water, she made, before she said that she liked Cool Water, she mentioned like, yeah, some of y'all fellas be wearing these old fragrances, these old school fragrances. I was like, well, Cool Water is an old school fragrance? She was like, yeah, but the smell of it, you know, she said, she admitted that was an old school fragrance, but the smell, it doesn't smell old to her, you know. Creed Green Irish Tweed, some people might think it has an old school smell, but it is still, enough people like this fragrance still today to still make this fragrance a relevant fragrance, okay? This cut, I believe the violet leaf is what in here. No, is it violet? Yeah, this leaf in here that makes it a cut grassy smell. I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's violet leaf. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I want to hear from the fellas. I want to hear the fragrances that you wear that gives you compliments from women. You know what I mean? Fellas, drop comments. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know some of the fragrances that you wear that get massive compliments from the ladies. I want to hear from the fellas this time. All right? Let me know what it is that you wear. I'm telling you what I wear. I want to hear something new. I want to hear something that, if any of the fragrances I have in the video is what give you compliments, put that in the comment, okay, in the comment section. If you have anything new that I didn't mention in the video, put that in the comment section. You know, I just want to hear, you know, what are you experiencing out there in this world, okay? From the ladies when it comes to wearing these fragrances, okay? And this right here again is Creed Green Irish Tweed. Definitely will give you compliments from the ladies. All right? Last and not least, okay, this last one, I'm going to talk to you about, well, I actually have two, but it's one. And you'll see why I have two fragrances here. It's going to be Initio Oud for Greatness. Now, I have a history, a story. When I first smelled Initio Oud for Greatness, I ordered a sample from ScentSplit.com, okay? When I first got my nose on this, I wasn't a big fan, okay? The one I smelled from ScentSplit, I was like, I wasn't a fan of it. Fast forward to when I went to my local Neiman Marcus one day, and I was smelling different fragrances, okay? And they had mentioned, smell the Initio Oud for Greatness. And I was there, I was like, I said, I already smelled it. I was like, all right, since I was there, I was like, let me smell it. When I smelled this one in Neiman Marcus, okay, something hit right. I was like, man, like, okay, it smelled like the fragrance that I got from Scent Split, but something was different. I was like, man, it smells good. And when I smelled that day, I bought it that day. I'm like, I didn't think I was going to like it because based off of when I ordered it from ScentSplit.com and bought the little sample. I don't even think I finished that sample of it that I bought, the little vial of it from ScentSplit. That's a good site, y'all, if you want to get your nose on some fragrances and you don't have time to, or if you don't have a local Neiman Marcus or some of the fragrances they have on ScentSplit, none of the stores around you have that fragrance in the store. And it's a niche. ScentSplit is known for having niche fragrances, okay? You can order different size bottles. Some of them even have full bottles of stuff. But that's a good store if you want to get little samples and try it before you buy it. You know what I mean? So this one, though, the Oud. Now, I received massive compliments from the ladies with this fragrance, okay? Oud for Greatness. Now, the type of compliments that I received with this fragrance, I was expecting to receive it from the ladies from Initio Side Effect. Believe it or not, now, don't get me wrong, I think Initio Side Effect will give you compliments from the ladies, okay? I just haven't received any. But it has that nice, sweet, boozy smell, a fragrance that to me, when I think about this, I also think like you could wear it through. It's for the colder months, but I think Valentine's Day, when you out with your special lady, to me, in my opinion, I think this would be a good Valentine's Day date fragrance. Like I said, the type of compliments I received with Oud for Greatness, I was expecting to receive those type of compliments with Initio Side Effect because it has that sweet, boozy smell. But the ladies went crazy. I'm talking about I received plenty. I could say this is probably my most complimented fragrance that I've worn, okay? I'm talking about for me standing in the store and a female walk in and look at me and like, smile and just like, you smell really nice. It had a big smile on her face to a group of females standing to the left of me, and one of them saying, somebody smells really good in here. And mine was projecting. Nobody else around us was wearing fragrances. They was talking about this. And to me, being followed in the grocery store wearing this fragrance. A female, I noticed she kept coming around me and stuff. I was like, okay. And I'm walking down that lane, and next thing you know, she following me. And she's like, excuse me, what is that fragrance you're wearing? So I told her it's Initio Oud for Greatness. You know, we pulled it up on his phone. I was like, you have to get it from Neiman Marcus. That's the only place, you know, in the area at that time. I think you can only still get it from, I'm not sure if Saks Fifth Avenue have it or not, but I go to Neiman Marcus for my Initio fragrances. They got a lot of good ones, okay? Now, another female that complimented on my fragrance, she told a female that I had worked with when I worked at her location a few times. So I knew she was talking about this fragrance because I remembered the last time I had worked at the location, this is the fragrance that I wore. Okay, but I didn't hear the compliment about it until the next time I worked at it. And she was like saying she told somebody else, she told another female, but she didn't want that female to tell me. I don't know why. I think she was a little shy about it, but the word that got out to me was too late. And then she said something about, she liked this one. She said something about because it had a fresh smell. Now, me, to my nose, be honest with you, I don't smell anything fresh. But I guess she's talking about that violet leaf in here that gives it that, or maybe it's that, I'm sorry, does it have violet leaf or does it have, maybe it's that lavender smell or something. To me, I smell oud, okay? I smell oud. It's definitely something you wear in the colder months. But now if you want to, you can try this in the summertime, but cut back on the sprays. But if you want to smell like this in the summertime, I recommend you to go over to purchase Parfums de Marty Layton. Not Layton. Parfums de Marty Hautaine. Not Layton, fellas. Hautaine and Initio Oud for Greatness, they have similar smells, okay? They smell very, very similar, okay? But this one right here, Initio Oud for, surprisingly, I wasn't expecting the amount of compliments from the ladies that is on this fragrance. Maybe because that oud, I wasn't sure how that, how the ladies would like that. But obviously, like I said, I was expecting that from Side Effect, but I got it with Oud for Greatness. Not to say that Side Effect wouldn't give you any compliments. I still believe that Side Effect would give you compliments from the ladies. I've received compliments, but mostly from the fellas. Fellas ask me, man, what is that cologne you're wearing? What's that fragrance that you're wearing? That one smells nice. That one smells good. And they didn't say nice. They said it smells good. Okay. And I would tell them what it is, Initio Side Effect, but you have to go to Neiman Marcus to get this one. But I was expecting to get those type of compliments from the ladies the same way that I received the compliments about Oud for Greatness. I was expecting to get that with Side Effect, but it didn't happen in my life yet. Hopefully it'll happen this upcoming year, because like I said, like with that special lady, I would definitely rock this one on Valentine's. I would rock it more than just Valentine's Day, but if I'm going out on a special night, it doesn't necessarily have to be Valentine's Day. We can be out celebrating a special night, our 1 year together anniversary or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely rock this one, unless she asked me to specifically wear this one. Then I'll wear this one. But Initio Oud for Greatness, that's a banger. I'm telling you, fellas, the ladies would love this one. I received compliments with this one. Try this one on, wear it, and see what happens to you, okay? And again, like I said, fellas, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Y'all could have been anywhere out here. And I would like to hear from the fellas this time. Drop a comment in the video, in the comment section. Let me know what fragrances, that you get compliments from with the ladies. And this was part 3. I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning of my video, but this is part 3 of 3 of fragrances that attracts the ladies, okay? I definitely want to hear from the fellas. It doesn't hurt anything to subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button. Come on, fella. You're going to tell me you didn't like the fragrances that I talked about today? Come on. I know you did. I know you did. Okay? I know this was a little older, but hey, Angel Share, Tuxedo, Side Effect. Come on, fellas. You going to tell me I didn't hit y'all with some bangers? Go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and drop me a comment in the video. Let me know what fragrances work for you when it comes to the ladies. And I am out. Later.